Welcome back to the Roundabout podcast, and this time we'll be talking about JoJo Leon. As always, I'm your host, Evan.
I'm Josue.
I'm Jose.
So, Part 8 is the latest part of JoJo. It's currently ongoing, and I don't really want to spoil too much, so we're not exactly going to be going over that many plot details, but we'll be going over the basics. So we started with a girl named Yasuo, and she's running away from, a certain guy named Joshu.
Oh.
We'll be talking about him a lot later.
Not.
We're going to be talking about him. You know it.
I really don't.
So she hides, in a mountain, and the first thing she sees is a naked guy underground.
What?
That's our JoJo. He's the naked guy underground. He's got the star birthmark. He's naked, and all he has is a sailor hat.
Well,
It's a good start to the
And
part.
it's a good start. And no, the better start is when she finds out, and we find out, he has 4 balls.
What?
He has 4 balls.
Yeah.
I am not kidding,
Wait, what?
and it's actually plot relevant.
It is.
What?
Yeah, he's got 4. He's got 4 testicles.
It takes some time to process that.
Just like everybody who saw it. So Joshu is pissed because there's this naked man on top of his girl, and he picks up a rock, and Joshu responds by blinding the guy and putting him in the hospital.
I wonder what he was blinded by.
The guy's name is Josuke, and you wanna know who named him?
Who?
The girl.
Whoa.
Yasuo named him Josuke after her dog. I'm not kidding.
It's
Well
a good
then.
way to name it.
It's a good.
Just a stranger.
But I think
Yeah.
for the sake, we'll just call him Gappy or Josuke. I prefer to call him Gappy because
Yeah, that's
he was
fair.
found in a gap,
I thought you meant Gap because of the gap in his teeth.
and he also has
Oh.
a gap in his teeth. But eventually, he's taken in by the Hikasukitada family, and guess who's a part of that family? Joshu, the guy that tried to hit him with that rock.
Oh my god.
And Josuke has amnesia. He has no idea who he is, where he came from. Nothing. He gets a hint saying. He gets a hint from his hat. He's got a name in his hat. You won't believe who it is. Yoshikage Kira,
Oh.
the villain from Part 4.
Yeah, we can't have Josuke without Kira.
Oh.
So
Is this Murder Mystery Part 2?
it is
Oh.
Because
Except it's
part-
amnesia.
because Part 8 is basically Part 4. It's
Part 4, Part 2.
yeah. And
Wow.
so this Kira is a bit different from the original Kira.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. And plus, you want to know who his mom is?
Ooh.
Holly Joestar.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
He's
What?
Jotaro. He is basically Jotaro. And he's a marine. He's a marine biologist too.
I thought he was just a sailor.
Sailor, sorry, my bad. Same
Sailor
difference.
sailing in the
There's a
7
big difference between
seas?
sailor and marine biologist.
Well, either way, he works on the ocean. He's an ocean man. So this Kira is actually a good guy. And yeah, he still has Killer Queen, but Killer Queen works differently this time around. Instead of the explosions being quiet like they were in Part 4, they're just loud as hell.
Oh.
And he can summon many sheer heart attacks.
Oh.
So just imagine a bunch of little tanks just coming right at you.
Like Bad Company. Sorta.
Bad company, but these.
Except these are detonatable bombs.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, Kira is gone.
Excuse me?
He's
What?
gone. He's gone.
He ain't God.
Oh.
He died.
No, I said he's gone. He ain't God. No, that's Dio. So Josuke tries to find Kira. He can't find him, and there's a good reason for that. Our first big plot relevance is who Josuke is. Where did he come from? Well, a little bit of backstory. So Kira was working with this guy. He was working with this guy named Hosafami Kujo. Hosafami basically looks like Josuke. You know, he's got the pompadour.
Yeah.
And he has a stand called Soft and Wet. The
Ooh.
same stand as Josuke.
Soft and wet.
Yes, sir.
That's an actual song, by the way. Don't put it the wrong way.
I don't know. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, just like King Cole. God, jeez. Jeez. So, Kira had one mission. He wanted to get something called the Rokakaka fruit to help his mom out. Basically, it's sort of a cure-all thing. It does whatever the hell you want.
I was thinking
But
devil fruit.
it also gives you a side effect too.
Ooh.
It's something
It's-
equal for what you heal.
It's a dangerous plant. So he tries to steal one. He manages it, and he wants to plant his own. Needless to say, the guy who actually owns the plant gets pissed and tries to kill him. He kind of succeeds, and so Kira and Hosofume are basically dying, and they're at the Walleyes, which is a monument, not a monument, it's like a structure.
It's a wall.
It's a wall.
The Great Wall?
Yeah, it's like a wall in Morio that basically, that's how you get stands, and it also has other magical stuff going on.
What kinds of magical stuff?
Well, that's where Gappy came from.
Oh.
And so they both died, and they fused together to form Gappy. So Gappy has the look of Kira and the outfit, but he's got the personality and stand of Hosofume.
Oh, that's neat.
I mean, it's a small thing. Can't explain the 4 balls though.
I mean,
I mean, they kind
there's
of...
2 guys.
Yeah, but
Two
why?
times two
yeah,
is
but why
4.
did those? Why
Ugh.
did those have to be 4? Why not the eyes or something?
Because that would have been gross.
You know, mentioning that he has 4 balls is even more gross.
Oh, that's plot
just saying. Even if it's for plot, it's still worse than saying 4 eyes.
And the next big plot relevance is, hey, whatever happened to Johnny Joestar? He died.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
died like a punk, and as a failure,
Oh.
God, you really hate him.
I really hate him. So Johnny got married to this Japanese woman. She got sick with a disease that causes her to lose memories and her skin to fold into like origami pieces.
Oh, God.
Gross as hell.
Ooh.
So Johnny tries to cure her the only way he knows how. I'm gonna get the corpse parts of Jesus Christ and heal her.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, so we're doing Steel Ball Run again?
It's Steel Ball Run Part 2, baby. And he succeeds in it, but the government's after him.
Oh.
And I think Jesus really wanted to mess with him because the sickness moves on to his son, who he had. So Johnny basically decides, you know what? I'm gonna end all this. I'm gonna give the disease to myself and end myself, which he did. But to add insult to injury, he got crushed by a rock.
Yeah.
He went the way of Caesar.
Ooh.
Gyro is very disappointed in you, Johnny.
It's fine.
Yowzers.
What would he would have wanted?
So that's what happened to Johnny. Johnny died a disappointment to everyone. And a failure.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he really didn't... It sounded like he really didn't do much in the last part.
He would have really saved a lot if he just let his wife, just let your wife die, man, please.
Okay,
Jeez.
but no one's gonna just let him die like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I
but
know,
you
right?
stole from the government, man.
Who cares?
The holy
You're not just
corpse
gonna let
part.
your wife die.
Look,
though.
Funny Valentine put those quartz parts there for a reason.
Cause he's being funny. That's why.
But that's basically the plot we're gonna go over. Now we're gonna talk about one specific character.
I don't wanna.
We
really
have
don't.
to talk
We're
about.
gonna.
We're gonna talk about Joshu.
Yes, we are.
the,
Nice
the character that everybody hates.
For good reasons.
2 people hate on this table, and 1 person will somewhat defend them, and that's me.
And you're a fool.
So,
In your full-on honest opinion, how are you gonna defend him?
well, I have a list here. Let's see. Number 1, he's a Kamen Rider fan, and I respect that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's Stan, not King Cole, as you like to call it.
Nut.
It's basically got the design of a Kamen Rider character.
Doesn't mean he's a fan.
Yeah, it means he's a
Okay.
fan.
Doesn't mean he's a fan.
I mean, you look at him, you basically see Weeaboo. He's a loser.
Okay,
Oh.
fine.
I'm sorry, I can't get over this Stan name. It's too funny. I mean, the Nut King call. I mean,
His whole family have that sort of motif.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do, huh?
Yeah,
Because
They all got like a jester, queen, that kind of thing going
yeah,
on.
that is. You're right. It's cool.
And Joshu's the middle child. He's the middle child. And
Oh,
you know
so
that
am I.
stereotype with middle children being the most ignored? That's accurate for Joshu because his family and especially his dad hate him.
Oh.
That's because he's a scumbag.
He's a scum.
Well, I mean,
Look,
I did
look,
hear some bad things about
To
him.
be fair, he does love his family and he does protect them throughout the whole part.
He loves
Yeah.
his family, but in what way?
Platonically, like any family would.
Yeah.
Can you describe us what platonically is?
Look, he just wants to protect them. Like when his mom, who is clearly dangerous by the way, and everybody's freaking out she's here, Joshu tries to get rid of her in the best way he can.
Like?
He's an idiot. But he uses his stand nut king call to take off her dress and then shall come on, you're my mommy. Let me suck on them titties. You know, that kind of thing.
Oh my god. He's
To be
such
fair,
a scumbag.
he's trying to get rid of this woman, and that is probably the most proficient way you can do it.
But there's still easier ways to do things.
Plus he does warn his younger sister about it. Like she knows he's gonna do it, so
Wait, hold up. Didn't he do a panty raid?
he did do a panty raid. To be fair,
And you're
Dude.
defending this character?
I'm defending him. Dang it! Look, like I can understand why he hates Josuke so much because like let's list off everything. He took his girl.
It wasn't his girl.
Wasn't his girl, but he's basically idiotic as hell. So he thinks
Okay.
he blinded him,
Uh-huh.
put him in the hospital, took money from him. So and also the biggest one, Josuke took his room,
Oh.
and now he has to live in the garage.
Oh my.
So you would be pissed too.
But here's the thing. The blindingness was self-defense, and he got his vision back. So,
Yeah, they
That's
still
okay.
blinded him. Could have done it any number of ways, but no.
Like?
I gotta blind this guy. Just punch him.
yeah, just knock him out.
And also the fact that Joshu's younger sister really has the hots for Josuke.
Yeah.
I feel like that just kind of adds on the hatred.
He yowzes.
I mean, his younger sister kidnaps Josuke for Christ's sake.
For what reason, though?
Because she
Like
really
a
likes him.
Really likes him.
yandere simulator.
There's a lot of yonderes.
Yeah.
And plus, you can't argue with me that during the shakedown road arc, he had the opportunity to put Josuke in jail, but he had like the footage and everything, but he didn't do it. So that's a good man right there.
It's debatable.
Well,
And one other thing that gets brought up is Joshu trying to sleep with Yasuo, which in all fairness during that Paper Moon King arc, like everything was weird, and plus, I mean that's one thing I'm constantly gonna say, he ain't the brightest tool in the shed.
Of course not.
I mean,
So he thought that her saying Josuke, he thought she meant he thought he heard like a pet name, Joshi.
oh,
It's like he thought it was a pet name and he thought it was like a mutual thing.
well, that's
Nothing
pretty
happened.
unfortunate.
Nothing happened other than him taking off his pants.
That's pretty unfortunate.
Well, taking off his pants and us seeing that he has nuts and bolts underwear. You think
Nuts
you think
and bolts.
You think he got that before his stand? Or
I think so,
I'm-
yeah.
Oh, I guess I finally figured out the mystery as to where the stand name came from.
Yup.
I mean, I will agree with you. He's not the best character in all of JoJo. I will somewhat defend him because he actually does grow as a character.
How so?
Like he's
He
actually
becomes less of a scumbag.
he
Okay.
becomes less of a scumbag. I will admit that reading it first off, he is a scumbag. I will admit that, but he does grow and he actually does mature, and he's trying to figure out who he is. So I'll give him props for that. But I will defend him somewhat. Look, I'm just glad that he's technically not the Joe Bro of this part, because if he was, I wouldn't be defending him.
He has to be the Joe Bro of this part.
Wow.
Look, he doesn't have the right to be in the same category as Eddie Zappelli, Coqueen, or Bruno.
I mean, Kakuin is his own category. Let's just say that right now. Let's just keep it as that.
So Kakui could be a MILF hunter, but Joshu can.
Not if it's his own mom.
I know, right?
Like, I'll somewhat defend Joshu, and I'm willing to bet he's gonna get killed.
I hope so, but I doubt it.
Especially since we're nearing the end, so he's probably gonna get killed.
I highly doubt it.
I mean,
Like, if he survives and Josuke dies, he gets the girl at the end.
Yeah, I was gonna say the rule is
But-
you have to kill off a character everyone loves and not a character everyone hates.
but plot twist. There's got to be a plot twist in there somehow.
Well, there's plenty of plot twists in, like, later chapters.
Like every chapter now has a plot twist. It's like, actually, this person has this.
And plus, JoJo Leon doesn't really have, like, a main villain.
No, it's just
It's
kind
really
of all
not.
over the
Yeah,
place.
it doesn't really have, like, a main villain.
It just has a main goal.
It's like a guessing game on who's the main villain, who's behind all of this. Is it Vitamin C? Oh wait, he's dead. Is
Oh.
it that one? Is it the girl with the stand named after a Lady Gaga song? Born This Way, by the way.
Okay, I was
Ooh.
gonna say I don't remember any of the stand names.
Well,
so
that's
you
why
gotta-
it was renamed Going Underground, because that's a way much cooler name.
Wait, what was it?
It was originally Born This Way, but then it got changed into Going Underground.
Sounds a lot better, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, I don't want Lady Gaga anywhere near my stands, nor Katy Perry or anyone else.
Oh,
Dude, Firework would be a great stand name.
I
That would be a
mean,
boring stand name. Not as good as Nut King Cole.
dude, Nut King Call. You gotta remember, Joshi sounds like a borderline Dojin character. The stand name Nut King Call.
And he's gonna have like a poster of Nut King Cole on his wall. I bet you. He's gonna get custom ordered and everything.
I wouldn't
I'm
doubt
not.
it.
I'm not gonna do that. But let's just take a fact for the moment that Joshi, for one, is a borderline Dojin character. He has a stand name that could be taken literally the wrong way, aka me, that I just did right now.
And you're the only one that did it too.
Yeah.
I mean, in all fairness, even though I'm defending him, he probably would only last about 2 minutes in bed.
Let's not talk about this.
He brought it up,
Let's
man.
not do this.
Look,
all right.
is it the hair? Is it the hair?
Yeah. You know what?
Okay,
Is it
okay.
his ugly face?
Hey, look
I
at the-
mean,
look at the
the-
time. I think it's time for our final thoughts.
Okay, okay. So
okay.
JoJo Leon, it's a good part for me. I like it a lot. It's sort of a return to form for like part 4, and I like part 4's murder mystery thing. So I kind of like the whole mystery thing going on, and Josuke is surprisingly a interesting JoJo because he's just kind of there. Like he has amnesia. He doesn't know what things are. Like he just looks at something and goes, "I don't know what this is." He's definitely a lot different from like any other JoJo we got.
Yeah, I think part 8 has like I think maybe it's at the halfway point, maybe nearing the end, but I think it's going strong right now.
I'm told it's like at close to the end. Like we only got like a few chapters left.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
That's what
so far I really like it. I like just like you said, the guessing game of what's gonna happen next and seeing how these characters interact with one another.
Yeah, and plus like the villain. Like I kind of like us not knowing who the main villain is.
Yeah, it makes the mystery a lot bigger.
Well, I actually happen to like part 4 the best from all the JoJo series. What do you mean? I happen to like it a lot. I mean, Battle Tendencies number 2 on my list. I am not a fool. Take your wrong opinion elsewhere, kid.
Joshua was right.
But the way it's being described, like the whole murder mystery aspect, like that already hooked me into wanting to read the manga like right now.
All I gotta say is, Joshu deserves
Hey.
died
That-
like a punk and as a failure.
I'm gonna edit that out and make sure there's something bad.
Oh, don't you dare do that.
I mean, we are.
Yeah, you're gonna make me look bad. But anyway,
That's the whole point.
But anyway, that's the end of the parts of JoJo. Next time we'll be talking about the future of JoJo and our final thoughts.
Ooh.
Our final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
Especially since this man is, I'd say he's caught up pretty well with JoJo. He understands a good majority of it.
Yes.
So,
Even though it's kind of convoluted,
It's
I
com-
still understand.
admittingly, yes. But see you next time on the Roundabout podcast.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Unforgettable.